Alright, let's do this. Cool. My tank zombies are already shredding through it. I forget how easy this became once I got the summoning ring, bro. Oh, it made it so much better, dude. I also have this wand now if I want to use it. I'm gonna use it right now. It's currently active. I mean, it's not really doing much. I'm better off with Wither Impact. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep using Wither Impact. The wand isn't that great. I watched Fanku's guide on the tier 3 and 4 Slayer thing, right? Because, let's be real, I'm a bit of a noob when it comes to this Slayer stuff. And my gear's not insane. I mean, it's good, but it could have been better. And I didn't buy the summoning ring until like last stream that I did End Slayer. That was last week. So that was already a huge step in the right direction. And it made everything so much easier. I also learned that these like little Enderman heads spawn around the boss from time to time. And they actually deal damage. And that might have been the reason why I was so inconsistent before I got my summoning ring. Because sometimes I would take so much more damage than other times. And it might have been because on some bosses I would look at the eyes to get rid of them. And then on other bosses I just wouldn't look at the eyes. So I didn't actually know that those things even spawned in. So yeah, we're getting better. We're getting better. I actually noticed those little Enderman heads before, but I thought that they would signal where the beacon was gonna go. I didn't think they would actually just do damage to you and were a part of the boss or whatever. I don't know. I didn't know that they were a thing like that. See, like that right there, and it's gone. You look at it and it just disappears, and it doesn't kill you. So that's good to know. What is your favorite dungeons class, mate? Archer. All the way, bro. A lot of people always ask me, what dungeon class should I play? What should I do? Blah, 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 yada, yada. And like, my guy, I've been playing Archer like since day one when Alpha was released, okay? I immediately was like, I'm playing Archer and I'm sticking with Archer. And that's what I did from the very start. I used a magma bow a long time ago. I don't actually remember what I used in the Alpha network, but I remember I used some kind of... I probably used a mosquito bow, actually. Probably used a mosquito bow, but I've been using Archer. I've been playing Archer since day one, and I remember all the metas and all the weapons I went through. I went through Magma Bow, I actually had a Runans for a little while, but it was so bad. I would never recommend a Runans. But around floor 3, they discovered the Hurricane Bow's potential. Because as an Archer, if you didn't know, Archer shoots more than one arrow when you use like a single target bow or any bow. And the multiple arrows that you shoot after the original arrow actually always crit. And the reason why this is super powerful is with the Hurricane Bow, you shoot 5 arrows at once. I don't think you shoot an arrow per arrow, if that makes any sense. I don't think the Archer actually shoots multiple arrows after all the Hurricane Bow arrows. But what I do know is that even if you were pulling the bow back not all the way and not fully critting with a Hurricane Bow, shooting 5 arrows and then the arrows that the Archer class shoots that always crit was better than fully charging back any bow at the time. And it basically created like a shotgun meta. So I got myself a Hurricane Bow really cheap. And I ran Arch with a Hurricane Bow all the way up to floor 5. And I did floor 5s as a cat of 13 in Skeleton Master. Reinforced Skeleton Master. And I also tried Reinforced Adaptive as well. Fierce and Reinforced. I used like a mix of the two Reforges. But yeah, I've been Archer since day one. I haven't swapped ever. Like, I have tried other classes, whether it have been for videos, whether it have been just for fun or to use their weapons. I've tried Mage, I have tried Tank, but I've tried everything before. But I've never liked anything else. I have always been Archer. Archer since day one. I am actually a really big fan of the current meta as well. I'm quite fond of that. The Bone meta, I've said before. People always ask me whether I preferred Bone meta or the Juju meta nowadays. I'm a big fan of the Juju meta. As much as Bones were pretty fun, they had like crap room clear potential. Because you had to have 4 of them that would take up all your hotbar space. And some people had 6, which still confused me. I don't know why. I don't know why you would need 6, but some people ran 6, which was like infinite bone swapping. But yeah, having 4 bones always took up so much inventory space. It was a pain to deal with as an archer, but they did do a lot more. Actually, they don't do as much damage as a term, but they did do a lot of damage. And they could stun. They were pretty fun. I don't know. It was fun while it lasted, but I definitely prefer Juju. Definitely prefer Juju. It's an actual bow too. Bone meringues aren't bows. Bone meringues are just bones, as the name implies. You throw out a bone like a boomerang. And apparently that was a dungeon bow, you know. The skill cap is lower. But I normally like higher skill cap things, but the bone skill cap wasn't that high either. It was just, yeah, can you inventory swap a bunch of times, you know? But yeah, I've been archer since day one, and I will probably never swap, honestly. It's kind of like refraction, but the thing is, right? Refraction was not loyal. Refraction was Berserker since day one, and he keeps saying that Berserker was his favorite class. And man swaps to Mage for the longest time, just because Berserker was useless in floor 7. Nah, bro, nah. I guess I got lucky that Archer has always been relevant. Other classes haven't been relevant in many parts of the game, while Mage has always dominated. For whatever reason, Mage is just like sort of the staple of every class. Everybody has a Necron's Blade, which is a mage ability because it uses mana and it does magic damage, ability damage. He swapped to Berserker, bro. He went from Berserker to Mage for a couple of months, and then when Berserker became relevant again, he started playing it. I don't know what he plays now. Does he play Berserker now? No, he plays everything. He plays a bit of everything because he wants to level up all his classes, right? I've always been a fan of Archer in many games. Like, I don't know how many of you guys have played Terraria before. And I actually brought that up in one of my old stream highlights where I talked about like the vampire knives from Terraria. But in Terraria, there's 4 main classes you can play. You've got Ranger, Mage, Melee, and Summoner. So Summoner would be like only using these tank zombies to kill stuff, and people would have armies of mobs to take out bosses, and you can have like specific summon weapons to aid your minions and stuff. But then obviously Ranger is guns, bows, rocket launchers, which is really fun. Probably my favorite class, you know? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Definitely didn't translate that into Skyblock at all. But Mage was also really fun. I really like Mage on Terraria too. So I've always been a Mage or Archer kind of guy. But not on Skyblock. I've never liked Mage on Skyblock. It has been really boring. So, yeah. I haven't other games though. Also in Windcraft, the first class that I played in Wind was Mage. And now I play Assassin, which is very unusual because I don't like melee. Usually I don't like melee, but my main drive to play Assassin on Win, those ages ago when I was like, what, grade 5, was for the Vanish spell. I really like the fact that it could go invisible. You know, Assassins can do that. Assassins are kind of cool. Even though it's a very melee oriented, I just liked it. I thought it was fun. I've played Ranger a lot in like Terraria and other games. I've been playing it in Skyblock too. So if I had to swap classes, I feel like I would swap to Aspect of the Shredded guys. Axe of the Shredded Berserker. If I had to, because it's like the closest thing to another range thing. I just hate Mage. I just hate Mage. I know Mage has good range as well if you play LCM and whatever and blah blah blah. I've just hated Mage. Mage has really bad EHP. It's not as balanced as Berserker in my opinion when it comes to the EHP and the damage side of things. So I'd probably pay Berserk over Mage. But yeah, tank and healer are not my cup of tea. I don't want to be tanking HP or healing my team. Not my kind of gameplay, you know. Also, this mini boss luck, bro. I got 3 back to back to back, dude. No way. We're almost at 300 kills on Eman Slayer. That's kind of cool. And we still have you know, this guy, Mr. E-Femboy. Oh, he's just chilling. Hi, how's it going, bro? You doing good? Yeah, nice mana flux. Doing great. You got a dolphin pet as well to do your E-Man Slayer. That is quite the useful pet, I must say. It really provides, you know, just that perfect, well-rounded damage, as you can see. Sea creature chance and intelligence, exactly what you need for E-Man Slayer. You know, you need that extra 5 sea creature chance and sea creature catch chance and increased fishing speed with people around you. Yeah, I agree, man. Man's just vibing, bro. Oh, man. Man's fishing up judgment cores, bro. For real, dude. For real. Man came to the end prepared to fish up a judgment core, dude. You spawn a boss, then go fish in some water, and while the boss is active, you have a chance at fishing up a judgment core, guys. Bro, I should get a creative mind. Dude. I'm actually a genius. Why hasn't that been implemented yet? Hypixel, what are you doing? Why don't they just make it if you spawn an Enderman somehow on an island that's not the end island, and you fish up and you go fishing? You should be able to catch. It's just that simple. Fish with an Enderman boss in the water, and you should be able to fish up cores. I should get a creative mind. I'm actually a genius. Yo, no way. I got a Cortex rewriter as well, bro. That's just a sign. It's just a sign. It should happen. Could you imagine? It's like the new meta is people going fishing, but they spawn Enderman Slayer bosses in the water. How would you even pull that off, though? How would you manage that? Private island pog, bro. Fishing on private island actually becomes viable? Because using Enderman on your island and then fishing up a boss on your island? No, can you even spawn Slayers on your private island? Is that possible? Is that actually doable? Can you do that? Who knows, bro? Who knows? If it is, that would be insane meta. But anyway, thoughts on the update? Should we talk about the update now that it's been a couple days? I also tried it out last stream, but it wasn't even that, you know, it wasn't really the greatest, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know, to share my thoughts with it, I walk in, first impressions, everything looks sick, right? It's like, this is a cool update. And for those that like mining, it's amazing, right? Because there's so much more to do. And it looks like something that you could probably do really well with a team of people as well, and all collaborate together. One thing that I really like about it is that you're not restricted to any location at all. In the Dwarven Mines, the normal Dwarven Mines, there's like parts where you can't like dig the walls and stuff, or you can't really spleef the map, and that's kind of a given. You're not wanting to spleef the map. But so I do like the fact that you can like dig into the walls in the tunnels of like the crystal hollows and stuff. That is pretty cool indeed. But I don't like how it's all randomly generated. I know that adds to it. Like, I know it adds to the fact that, the spawn locations aren't always the same. You could end up in a whole different, you could end up in the Goblin Holdout one day that you go to the Crystal Hollows, or you could end up in the jungle, or you could end up in all the other locations, and it's different every time, right? Which is kind of cool. But you get lost without even trying, right? You run around and you get lost so easily, and trying to navigate to the center of the map isn't the easiest sometimes, and it's really confusing. So I don't know. It is pretty cool though, because you can run around and loot chests, which is a new way to earn money. And I just hit combat 53. That's exciting. No way, dude. Combat 53, boys. But yeah, I like how they kind of added a loot running implementation to the game, because you can actually get all the gems and stuff without even mining, and it's kind of like a money-making method for lower-level players who can just run around, collect a ton of gems, maybe convert them into the floor gems, and like keep ranking them up, and then sell them after the fact, and make a pretty decent amount of money out of it. It's kind of good in that sense, and yeah, there's more things to mine, and there's new commissions, there's a new powder system. It's just an upgraded, expanded Dwarven Mines, right? Not else to it, but I just don't like mining. I just don't like mining, right? It's not that fun. It gets boring really quickly. I don't see myself doing the commissions. It doesn't really seem that rewarding. Like, I've been told people have been doing it because it makes a stupid amount of money, but like, I have 500 mil. I don't plan on getting any more money. Like, I'm happy with my 500 mil. I don't need to earn any more. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's good for some, better for others, worse for others. Mining is fun, mining is boring, getting mixed opinions in the chat as well. Yeah, I personally don't like mining. I'm definitely a Dungeons player. Dungeons and an Eman Slayer player at the moment. I've been enjoying those two a lot recently. Anyways, boys, we just finished the final boss. Moment of truth, dude. No way. Boom. Let's go. Eman Slayer 6, dude. Better claim my rewards. We get an extra 3 intel. Now I can finally have people who don't say, why do I have 666 mana? No way, dude. But the main thing is this. The Atom Split. I need to make this thing. Oh no. Oh no. Why is it so expensive? Oh no. How much is this thing? It looks like it's 20 mil or more. What? No, I was gonna say 50 mil, but I thought that might have been an overshot. Jesus Christ. Mate. Mate. I don't know if that's happening. I have the money, but I don't think that's happening, mate. I might have to stick with tier 3s for a little bit longer. Anyway, that's Eman Slayer 6. I'll see what I do with the stuff later. I'll get my Kismets. I'll get a dungeon key. Yeah, we'll just get the whole. Yo, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing, G? You okay? Yo, you good? Yo, why you look at me like that, bro? What are you doing, bro? Honestly, same, man. Shrek on drugs. Shrek on drugs for a year. Oh my god, you're not